I've had 9 boyfriends over 20 years. I wish I had gotten married earlier. So in this video, I'm sharing the #1 dating mistake I made and that you might be making too, that cost you years of your love life. If you are still single over 30, that's the reason why. Let's start with the problem. When I was 16, I dated my first boyfriend simply because he was hot and into me. Honestly, I was quite insecure. I wanted to feel chosen, okay? I had witnessed all my classmates date and gossip and bond around the topic of relationships since the age of 12. And so naturally, I felt different, excluded, until I met him. There was a spark, but 6 months later, we split it. And from him, I started the endless cycle of casual dating. I kept dating boyfriend number 2, 3, 4 with the same excitement. And it took me 7 relationships in total to realize that something was wrong. Like, how do you go through relationship after relationship without ever settling? My friend, if the same thing keeps happening in your life, it's not random. It's a pattern. And patterns always tell about a problem. So what is the problem? We date with the flow. If you are stuck in a cycle of casual dating, if you can never commit, it's not because of the people, it's because of how you date. And that's the #1 mistake we all make, and that keeps us single for years. Now, I know people who told me, you make love cold, feeling is part of the experience, where is the fun without it? And I get it, but that is the thing. I'm not removing feeling. I'm putting it at the right place in the right relationship phase. So I date strategically, intelligently. So why should you stop dating with the flow? My reasoning is simple. I am an engineer, so I think in terms of patterns. When I look back at my love life, what hit me isn't just that all my relationships failed. They all failed the same way. Whether it lasted 6 months or 2 years, I always reached that moment. Do I commit or do I leave? And every time the answer was no. I could never marry them. So there was a common denominator in the way all my relationships ended, and also a common denominator in the way they all started. That's when I realized, oh, if all my relationships end and start the same way, there might be a link between them too. So what if I changed my dating method, which was dating with the flow? And I asked myself a different question. What information am I missing to answer, do I commit or do I leave, before entering the relationship, before getting involved emotionally? So I moved the decision up front instead of suffering it later when the stakes are higher. At the time, I was lucky. I had friends who had been married for years. When they told me their love story, I was shocked. It was so far from the classic movie narrative where you fall in love. Love is something that you endure, right? And far from the modern dating culture where you see where it goes. They met online, they shared similar point of views, and when they met in real life, they tackled the right questions early. It was clearly logic first, emotion second, and it worked. They have been married for 10 years now and they have 2 children. And so I thought, if my dating method failed, why not copy theirs? And so I decided to test their dating approach for myself. We are in scientific mode here. We are here to test, to learn. There is no failure, only feedback. And that's how my 360-degree human alignment dating framework is born, inspired by their success. It's all about dating with all the facets of you, reason and emotion, respectfully to your human nature. And let me tell you, dating this way has freed me. I have more peace than ever, and I enjoy life, truly. Because now I am not entangled in situationships anymore that soak up my energy, break my heart, and delay my ideal love relationship and my life overall. And on the other hand, I'd rather be single and happy than partnered and miserable for the rest of my life. Am I blissfully alone? No. But I am fulfilled, and that matters the most. My friend, dating logically isn't boring, and it's not cold, okay? You are not a cold person. You open your heart and your world strategically to who is worthy of it, so you can truly enjoy life to the max. And lastly, when you date with intention, You give your love life direction. I think that when you are used to dating with the flow, following your heart, you forget that you have more agency over your love life than you think. Because when you feel love, then the relationship continues. But when you don't love the other person anymore, then the relationship is over. Now, you can't control the timing, the exact who or the where, but you can still set an intention. And it is better than doing nothing and letting your love life drift with the flow. If you want help defining your ideal partner so you regain agency, you start dating strategically instead of drifting blindly, I have created the Relationship Code. It's your compass to escape the modern dating matrix by getting clear on who you are actually aligned with to build that lasting relationship that fits you. Watch this video next to know how it works and get yours in the link.